Well, hello there, everyone. Thank you for joining in. I do appreciate this, and I appreciate all new subscribers. Nice to meet you, Justin. Hopefully, you watch this one. Yeah, I'm Mazske Finance, coming to you currently from the country of Panama. We were discussing this morning where we want to live at. Anyway, more on that later. And how you doing today? Let me know in the comments below. Should I swim today or try to walk on the beach? Let me know. Hey, Justin, just saw your message pop up. I'll reply later. Anyway, I'm Mazske Finance. I'm not a financial advisor, not a CPA, not an attorney. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just a humble guy from blue collar roots. My dad was a firefighter. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. One of 5 kids. And I'm just a humble guy that I topped out making $52,000 a year myself. And I went from my lower middle class income to becoming a multi-millionaire. I am also, according to some blood tests, my biological age is approximately, 11 years below my calendar age. I'm 56, so I think my biological age, I think is 45-ish. All right, I plan to improve on that as time goes on. So with that being said, what I'm going to talk about today is the reason why I stress both wealth and health. Wealth and health. I'm going to bring up something real quick, okay? Then I'm going to get into the wealth aspect of it. There's a former baseball player by the name of Ryan Miner. Some of you may remember that name vaguely. I'll ring a bell. Have you heard of Lou Gehrig? Lou Gehrig, back in the 1920s and 1930s, set a record for playing in over 2,100 consecutive games. He was called the Iron Man of baseball. He had great statistics, batting average, home runs, RBIs, etc. His teammate, Babe Ruth. I'm sure you heard of Babe Ruth, hopefully. If you haven't, what rock you been sleeping under? All right. So anyway, Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig was retired early from baseball. He came down with a disease, I think around age 37-ish. And they now call that disease Lou Gehrig's disease after him. He passed away at a young age. It was either 41, 42, 43, somewhere in there. All right. He made a speech at Yankee Stadium when he was retiring saying he was the luckiest man in the world because he got to play Major League Baseball. All right. But then again, he died young. I don't know why he died from Lou Gehrig's disease. Okay. My mom died from Lou Gehrig's disease. I have my speculations, perhaps, of why she got it, but I don't know for sure. All right. So anyway, fast forward to modern times, in more modern times on the Baltimore Orioles, Cal Ripken Jr. You may have heard of him. He's more recent. He broke Lou Gehrig's record he's the new Iron Man in baseball. He not only broke it, he smashed it. He played consecutively maybe like 2,600 consecutive games, more than 2,100. My guess is the way baseball is going, no baseball player in the foreseeable future will ever break Cal Ripken's record. All right, not saying it won't happen. You never say never. I've learned to never say never in life. All right, but I don't think so. But anyway, in I think it was 1998, Cal Ripken told the manager he was taking the game off. He voluntarily sat down. He was getting older, in his late 30s probably. He voluntarily took the game off. Someone replaced him at, I think it was third base. Someone replaced him that day, and it was a young man by the name of Ryan Miner. Ryan Miner was a standout basketball player at Oklahoma. Went to college in Oklahoma, University of Oklahoma, I think. Standout baseball and basketball player. So he's a good athlete. All right. Ryan Miner, his success at college didn't translate to success in Major League Baseball. He played on the Orioles off and on for 3 years, 1998 to 2001. And then I think he was traded maybe to another team, stuck around in baseball maybe another year or two, but he did not last in Major League Baseball. Like so many players do not last in their chosen sport. They want to. So many players don't make it. And not that many, but a lot who do make it don't last because they just don't have the longevity or the skills. All right. So fast forward in life, Ryan Miner is now 49 years old. Ryan Miner is dying at 49 years of age. Why? A year ago, 2022, he announced, or his family announced, he was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. Just the other day, I think it was over the weekend, his brother posted somewhere, Twitter or Facebook, somewhere, that Ryan was leaving hospital care. There was no more treatment that could be done for him. He's being sent home to home hospice care. When someone is leaving the hospital after all treatments have been exhausted and sent home to home hospice care, it's normally because they're being sent home to die. All right? Colon cancer. Colon cancer, unless he was born with an issue in his colon, which I don't know if he was or wasn't, but colon cancer is known to be pretty much 100% preventable. Pretty much. I won't say 100%, but pretty much 100% preventable. Just like heart disease is near 100% preventable, unless you were born with something or something happened to you, like you got hit with that 100-mile-an-hour fastball right in your heart. Maybe it caused a heart issue. I don't know. All right. Same with dementia and Alzheimer's. Unless you were an NFL football player or maybe even a high school football player where you banged your head a lot or had a lot of concussions working your job, whatever it was, or playing soccer, or playing rugby, or playing basketball even, baseball even, get a concussion. The more concussions you get, it increases your chances you may get some sort of brain disease. All right. But with that being said, Alzheimer's, dementia, heart disease, all the diseases are 80 to 90% preventable from our lifestyle changes. As well, I am on record with saying pretty much any working American, maybe we'll say 80 to 90%, pretty much any working American, if they so desire, if they want it, they can become wealthy. They can improve their financial place in life. They can buy a rental house. Because in my humble opinion, rental property is the fastest way to grow your wealth. All right. I have a playlist, 0 to 25 rentals in 4 years. On that playlist, I outline in detail through, I think, 3 videos, how I bought all 25 houses in 4 years. Remember, I topped out making $52,000 a year. I am drinking a cup of green tea because I do talk about health on this channel. I showed this the other day, but in case you missed it, that's the type of green tea I'm drinking. It's edible green tea from See Me Tea. This little bag will make 80 cups. All you do is put a 1/4 teaspoon in the hot water. In this cup of tea, prior to making it, I put the green tea powder in there. I put a little dash of cinnamon in there, and I put 4 cloves in there, and a little dash of ginger. All right, why not? Why not? Herbs and spices are extremely healthy for us. Legumes and beans are extremely healthy for us. Fungi, mushrooms are extremely healthy for us. Plants, leafy greens, cruciferous type vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, that sort of thing. Fruits, nuts, seeds, all are healthy for us. Online bank accounts, high interest paying bank accounts are a good way to save up your initial down payment to buy a house. They're a good way to store cash reserves. If you want to buy real estate, I will stress the importance of cash reserves. If you're buying your first rental house and you work a full-time job and you have the ability to save a good portion of your paycheck, maybe you got a high-paying job, perhaps cash reserves aren't as important. You still need to keep $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 in the bank because something may come up in the first couple weeks. But if your house doesn't need to be rehabbed right off the bat, I'm more of a risk taker. Maybe you can buy it, get a tenant, keep on working your job, and start saving all the rent up. And real quick, when you save the rent up, you will get some cash reserves. If you're like me, though, the temptation is as you save up your cash reserves, you buy another one, and you buy another one, and you buy another one. If you own your personal home and you start getting 2, 3, 4 rentals and you realize, ooh, I don't have quite enough cash reserves. Just a thought I will throw out is perhaps you may consider getting something like a HELOC on your personal residence if and only if you're responsible enough to pay it back and if you have equity in that home. If you have that equity and you can get a HELOC, it could be a small amount, maybe it could be $30,000, $50,000. Keep it as an emergency. If you don't use it, you don't pay any interest. You don't pay the bill. It's like a credit card. If you don't use your credit card, you don't pay a bill. HELOC's the same way. But if you get it, you get approved for it, and you get those 3-4 rentals, if something happens, you need that HVAC, you need new windows, you need whatever. If you don't have the cash reserves, you could tap into the HELOC, but now you got to pay it back. Okay, so keep that in mind. But health and wealth, I made, I think near 600 videos, primarily 100% of them talking about how to grow your wealth in a variety of different ways. Okay, I've also made more videos on health. I made videos going back a year or two ago talking about colonoscopies because people are getting colon cancer younger and younger and younger and younger and younger because of their diets and their lifestyle. Diets meaning the food you eat. You eat 3 meals a day and probably at least 2 snack periods a day. So like 5 times a day at least the average American is eating. It is the easiest thing to do, in my humble opinion, to add in some healthy aspects to your meals. Add some berries in with your breakfast. Add some turmeric into your coffee. Add some nuts into your snack. Eat beans for dinner or for lunch. Eat mushrooms a couple times a week. Eat beans several times a week. Eat more fruit. Add in, buy some bananas and apples and oranges and eat them. Eat some celery. Eat leafy greens if you can eat leafy greens once a day, twice a day. I made eggs this morning, and my eggs I chopped up part of a red onion, I chopped up mushrooms, I chopped up part of a red pepper, I chopped up 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. I added in black pepper, turmeric, ginger, thyme, oregano, and some other spice or herb. I also had chives. I bought chives the other day, and I chopped up a lot of chives. Probably a little too many chives because the flavor of chives was pretty strong. But still, I like chives. I should have used less, but I like chives. I was going to record myself making that breakfast just because I know some of you don't know how to cook. I know some of you are intimidated by cooking or overwhelmed or just don't know how to do it. Hopefully my video making coffee, that's tea in there, but making coffee the other morning, showing you how I put the spices in. Hopefully that stimulated something up here in some of you so you know how to do it. Cooking is easy. I've never attended a cooking class in my life. I picked up on stuff over the years. The missus, she knows how to cook a little bit. I learned stuff from her. I've watched YouTube videos. I've read books. I've practiced. I've learned how to do things. I wing it. I do not follow recipes per se. I look at recipes, but it's rare that I follow recipes. I just kind of do my own thing. That's how I am in life. I just do my own thing. It's kind of like my YouTube channel. People have reached out to me. Mazske, I can help you with your YouTube channel. Mazske, add in graphics, add in this, add in that. Mazske, do this, Mazske, do that. Mazske just keeps plugging along, doing his own thing. He marches to the beat of his own drummer. But with that being said, I'm part of this world, and we all are connected in some fashion. The healthier all of us are, the wealthier all of us are, we will make this world a better place. I have made videos in the past. I made one called The Decline of the USA. A lot of people watched it, more than most videos. Negativity sells. Negativity sells. I'm an optimist. I don't like being negative. Yes, things are declining in the US, but at the same time, things are going outstanding in the United States of America and globally. The world is in a better position now than it has been almost at any time in history. But with that being said, we do have a couple wars going on. We just got over a pandemic. We have, in the United States, homelessness is a big problem. Drug addiction is a big problem. Gun violence is a big problem. We have our issues. But we are doing better in life. We live longer than we have before, even though life longevity has dropped just a bit in the U.S. We live longer before. We don't die as often of infectious diseases. We don't get our legs shot off and have to tie something around it and bite a stick and drink some whiskey to kill the pain while they saw it off. Nothing like that. We have modern type surgery. All right. So anyway, with that being said, do all you can do to be the best you can be. Did the Marines say something like that? However they said it. Just do it. That's what Nike said right at one point. Just do it. Do it. Just do all you can do to be wealthy and to be healthy. If you are my friend who told me you don't want to hear about food to eat because you don't care about it, you're not interested in it, shame on you. We all eat at least 3 meals a day, well, 2 to 3 meals a day, and we eat snacks every single day. It is the easiest thing to change. Quality food is tasty. If you get that, I remember being a kid, this will be my last story. I remember being a kid and my grandmother, she liked to eat. She was a big lady. She lived to be in her 90s too. All 4 of my grandparents lived to be in their 90s. All right, my grandmother was a big woman. She loved to eat. And I can remember being a kid where they got some fresh peaches. It was summertime, probably July or something up in Maryland. Fresh peaches, and she sliced up the peaches and put them on a big bowl of vanilla ice cream. And boy, oh boy, I still remember eating that bowl of ice cream with those peaches. That was so good. Ice cream's good, but those peaches just hit the spot. All right, as the years have gone on, I've learned to eat and love yuca, as they pronounce it here in Panama. Yuca, Y-U-C-A. They sell it in the U.S. I like spices and herbs. I like grapes. I like apples. I like broccoli. I like cauliflower. I like Brussels sprouts. I bought something the other day in the supermarket. I didn't know what it was. It was a vegetable, and I knew it was a vegetable, and I knew kind of what it was, but I didn't know what it was. So I Googled it after I got home. Turned out I had bought baby eggplant. It was small, 4 of them, kind of purple with white on them. I was thinking maybe some kind of turnip or something, but it was a baby eggplant. I didn't know how to cook it. I don't think I've ever bought eggplant in my life. I've had it before, but I never bought it and cooked it. So I Googled it. We have an air fryer in our rental. It was provided by the landlord. And I Googled how to cook eggplant in an air fryer. And basically I just cut it up, all 4 of them, skinned it, peeled it, that kind of sort of thing. Cut the ends off, peeled it, cut it up, and then I put a little bit of olive oil over top both sides of them, and then sprinkled them with a little bit of salt and pepper, put them in the air fryer, cook them at whatever temperature. Air fryer's in Celsius, because the world uses the metric system, just the United States doesn't use it, but the world does. So it's in Celsius, so I gotta do that whole Fahrenheit Celsius conversion. My phone works good for that. Same for the speedometer on my Toyota Fortuner. It's in kilometers. All right, so anyway. All right, health and wealth. I stress them both. I encourage you. Do what you can to get yourself wealthy. Do what you can to get yourself healthy. Because by golly, I'm going on record with saying most of us here, if we take the proper steps and make the changes, a lot of us, we're going to ring that bell at age 100. We're going to make it. Or we're going to get to 80 or 90 and be close and be able to function up until the day we die, more or less. But some of you here, you're going to drop off younger. You're going to get that disease. You're going to decline mentally. Something's going to happen to you. You're going to get colon cancer. You're going to get part of your colon cut out. You get put on a bag you got to wear because you lost part of your colon or something. Some of you will do that. So that'll happen to some of you. Somebody on this 721 subscribers, at least one of you probably is going to get colon cancer. One of you is going to die from colon cancer if you guys don't listen. It will. Statistically, it will. One of you will die of heart disease. Some of you are going to get dementia and Alzheimer's and every other disease out there. I may get one of those diseases. I don't know. I haven't lived a perfect life all my life. I've just made more changes here at the end. The more recent times, shall we say, not the end. And my goal is to share what I know in hopes of encouraging you to do the same. Make yourself healthy, make yourself wealthy. Neither subject is rocket science. Neither subject is complicated. Don't make it harder than it is. Cooking is easy. I've met people that say they will burn water. They can't cook. It's not that hard. Trust me. Start slow. Start basic. Can you make a cup of coffee? Can you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Build upon it. Take it in small steps and build upon it. All right? All right. Good enough. Salute to you. Enjoy a cup of green tea, a cup of coffee, or some nice, clean, fresh water. With that being said, Berlin. This coffee cup was in this rental too. Berlin. I've never been to Berlin. That being said, get out and travel the world a little bit too. The better you can travel the world, not just the U.S., travel the U.S. too, but travel the world because it will help educate you. It'll help expose you to different cultures. It's good to get out there. All right. Have a great day. Maskies signing out.